Hello everybody, today I have an exciting unboxing for you. This is the iPad Air 10.5 inch. I guess you could call it the third generation of the iPad Air because the name kind of went away for a couple of years there, and then they brought it back in the form of this 10.5 inch iPad, which is essentially what some of the older iPad Pros were a little while back. So I finally decided to pick up a new iPad to replace my fourth generation one right here, and it's a great iPad, but it's become time for it to be replaced, and I am really looking forward to the Apple Pencil support to do drawing and things like that. So here is the iPad itself. I also picked up some things to go with it. Here is the Pro leather case. Now they call it Pro because that's still what they have in stock for this particular size, 10.5 inch. Of course, the newer style ones that will come to stores, they'll probably change to Air instead of Pro, but it is the correct size and will work on this particular device. So I picked that up in store when I got this as well. But then I went to Fry's afterwards to pick up the new Yoshi's Crafted World, or whatever that's called, and I found this for $19.99. It used to be way more money, but it is a sleeve that I can put it in, and it supports the pencil as well. I believe this is a discontinued item from Apple, but should work well with this iPad. It's the same color and everything as a leather top piece, and we'll see how well those two work together. Anyway, let's get to the device itself now that we've taken a look at everything here. They have made a little tab here on the side. You used to be able to just cut it, but now you peel it. And it looks like it just peels a little strip there. Unfortunately, all you can hear is some exhaust fan in the background. But we can slide it on off. And there we go. Beautiful. Go ahead and take a look around the package just to see, of course, iPad Air in the matching color of the device that you have picked. This particular one is silver and 256 gigabyte. There is a 64 gigabyte model as well, and this one is also it is the Wi-Fi only model. There is a cellular version as well. I did want the extra space. The one that I have, the iPad 4th generation, is 32 gigs, and I've always wanted to have more space for movies and TV shows and just anything in general. So this is the perfect size for what I'd like to do with this device. Let's go ahead and lift it up. And there it is. Take it out. When I looked at it in the store, I was surprised how light it is versus the old 4th generation one. And of course we have the connector that we've had forever. This is the Lightning connector to USB. It doesn't have USB-C like the iPad Pro has now, but that's not a big deal for me. It doesn't bother me at all. And of course under this we have our 12-watt charging adapter. There we go. I have a whole bunch of those, so I'll just leave it in there right now. And of course we have our literature packet here, iPad Air. It's probably the same stuff that they used for the old iPad Pro, of course just updated for whatever OS version is currently installed on it when it was bought. There are some other things in here. Of course you do get the Apple stickers, as you can kind of see there, but for some reason they're really stuck in there. They must have glued it in there or something. I will get them out because I'd like to have them. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. They are small. If you would like a comparison, the iPad Pro 11-inch comes with this size of Apple sticker. If that matters to you, I don't know why, but there it is, just so you have an example. So we'll set all of this aside. Let's take a look at the device itself. So we'll flip it over. Let's peel off the plastic. Fantastic. Look at how shiny that Apple logo is. I think you can see me. I don't know. It is super shiny. Very nice. We have our two microphones here at the top. Our camera, I forget how many megapixels it is, but it does do 1080p video, I believe. Our volume buttons, our sleep wake button, and we do have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which is a very nice thing to still have. We have the little connectors for the smart keyboard. And we only have 2 stereo speakers on this particular model. If you remember, the 10.5-inch iPad Pro also had them on the other side, I do believe. So you're missing out on some of those speakers, but I'm not too worried about it. Everybody seems to have some type of external headphones nowadays anyway to get better sound quality. We do have Touch ID here and a better camera on the front. I know that they did upgrade this from the previous versions, so it is much better, but unfortunately, again, I don't remember the exact specifications. So overall, really cool and nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cases and see how well that works with the device here. So here is the leather smart case. I would have went with the plastic one. It's not plastic, but polycarbonate, whatever they ended up calling it. But I wanted to go with something nicer that will hopefully have a little more longevity than the one that I had that's falling apart. So we do have a very nice microfiber cloth on the inside here. This is I believe they call it midnight blue. It looks more like a black on camera, but it is a very nice blue color. It just magnets onto the side, and you can cover it up like so. One thing I do miss that they don't have with any of the new iPad versions, except for the Pro, is the whole smart case. It was nice having a whole case for the device versus just the front cover, as it protects it much better naturally. And let's see if it'll fit within our leather sleeve here. Lots of boxes and packaging. So again, I believe this is a discontinued product, but I found it on clearance. Now, this is for the Apple Pencil, which I do have coming. It isn't here at the moment. I would have bought it in store when I picked up the iPad, but I wanted to get it online as it was slightly cheaper. Looks like we do have a microfiber inside, a liner that is, and as well inside the pencil holder. Do have an Apple logo on the back. Overall, very nice feel to the case. And let's see if it fits in here with the smart cover, as they're calling it. And it slides in very nice, actually. I was worried that it wouldn't fit because of having the extra case. Apple is known for, if you want 2 accessories in one, that can't really happen because, I don't know, that's just how they are. So it does fit if you do find one of these cases, and then you can protect the whole device. So enough of this chit-chat. Let's go ahead and turn it on. There we go. Of course, you can pop off that cover. It does have a very nice hold on it. It took a nice little pull to get that off. Now, there's a lot of new features with this device if you're coming from a really old one like I am, that are nice to have, especially the pencil support. So let's go ahead and see what we can set up here without getting too in-depth. We'll do English, and of course United States. And if you have anything running, of course you can move it over. But the iPad 4th generation is running iOS 10, and it wouldn't work that way. But I'd rather set it up manually and start fresh anyway. So of course we can connect to a Wi-Fi network and continue our process. Once you get through the setup process, you'll be all ready to use your brand new iPad. I'm looking forward to using this thing for many years to come, and I'm sure it'll last just as long as my last one. Overall, I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and also please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching.